Good morning. Welcome to the October 7th regular session of the Board of Supervisors meeting. Roll call, please. Ms. Schultz.
Grant.
Here.
Schwartz.
Here.
Leyland.
Here.
Kurtenbach.
Here.
Hall.
Here. Please join in the moment of silence to reflect on this morning's actions. Please stand if you're able to join for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 1, agenda received and proposed or as amended.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 2, public comments. This is a moment of the agenda for anyone to speak on an item that is not on today's agenda meeting. Either in the room or online. Seeing none. I'm assuming this is a one-page agenda, so I'm assuming everyone's here for this one. Years of Service Award to employees with 20 or more years of service.
Yes, we have a couple of county employees that we would like to recognize today. The first one is Steve Hallbach with the Attorney's Office celebrating 35 years.
No, not quite.
And the second employee we would like to recognize is Heidi Frank with the Sheriff's Office celebrating 20 years.
All right. Item 4, recognition of GFOA Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting.
Quite the recognition day. Yes, I wanted to add this to the agenda to recognize a few of our employees. I wrote down just a few notes. The county would like to recognize Michelle Wiener, Jen Todd, and Billy Heck for their leadership and efforts in preparing the Blackhawk County's annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2024, which has been awarded the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. This prestigious award is the highest form of recognition in government accounting and financial reporting and represents a significant accomplishment by Blackhawk County and its management. Please come forward and accept your certificates. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think they
We're
might want to
going to
say.
get a picture.
It's okay. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Picture time?
very
Yes.
much. You guys have never said a word. I'm so glad she did say something.
It's a picture time.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Thank you very much.
You can only thank yourself.
Thanks. I have trouble sitting in here. You guys are the three
I try to go in the
recognized,
back.
yeah.
No, not this one.
No, not in this one. Over by you, yeah.
If you three just kind of shift.
Shall why don't you go in the middle there?
There we go.
Yeah,
Justin's
tall enough,
Take
I'm
a
not
giant
hiding
step
there.
towards me, because that little
Yeah, there's
curve
no
makes
reason.
him a little weird. It's okay.
Everybody
Yes,
else.
everybody, yep. There we go.
All right, that's better.
Okay.
1, we should do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Awesome. Very good.
Wow.
All right. Item 5, claims and payments. It's a resolution of the Board of Supervisors to approve expenditures and that the county auditor be authorized and directed to issue payments against the various claims of such claims as allowed.
So moved.
Second.
All right, our total bill payment today is $334,361.42. Out of that, the 60/40 fund, we're paying $2,718.16. Not too many large or unusual payments today. Kind of a large payment for Mile Rock to BMC Aggregates for $56,949.67. And Conservation is paying for the ADA boat docks at Casey Lake for $40,027.16, and that's really it. We have it today, and everything appears to be in order.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Kurttenbach,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Paul.
Yes. Item 6, receive project updates from department heads and elected officials.
Good morning, Board. Yolando Lovelace, Veterans Affairs. It just feels weird to go before Kathy. My slides may not work now because you're going to jinx us. But help me out there. I just wanted to take a few minutes to come before you to kind of give you our update, our quarterly update. What an honor it was just over the weekend for the community to come together and take a ride down to Des Moines for the final salute. There were 13 unacclaimed veterans who, Waterloo had one, a World War II veteran, but it was 13 total, where it was about 70 or so cars that went down in support of Black Hawk County for that one veteran. And then when we got down to Des Moines, all-day event, but it was well worth it. All-day event, and in Des Moines had a collaboration to bring all the rest of them. It's just amazing that we had a Civil War veteran who was unclaimed, meaning that someone had his ashes somewhere, and Civil War. And we finally brought him to rest on Saturday, and 2 World War II veterans. Some of the remarkable things is they just find these ashes in people's closets, left in funeral homes. One was even found on the street, unearned. So what an honor it was in that standpoint. So just, we had our board meeting, and Justin, thank you for participating in that on last Wednesday. And just want to share a few highlights from our board meeting. We did change our mission statement to a purpose statement with the help of Gabby. And so assisting veterans and dependents with their needs, what they are entitled to is our purpose statement. And you can see now that we follow along with the county with the mission and the core values. With the stand down, just to let you guys know that what Iowa City is saying is that it's no, we won't have any delays in processing claims or health care. So that's a good thing right now. We don't know how long it's going to be that way, but right now there is no negative processing to us providing the services that we are entitled to for the veterans. Then just kind of want to show you a couple things. Again, and you're going to find out in the slides, I'm trying to capture our core values in those slides. So you say, why would you look at innovation for ribbon cutting? Because it is innovation. Because on behalf of the Board of Supervisors and funding this new building, it has brought a particular number of veterans in for wanting to see it and then want to interact with us. So we thank you for the innovative ideas. And then to show you a couple things, we've had about 3 picnics in that new area. We've had our first or second mission meeting in the new classroom. So we just wanted to show you again, that is going with the innovation. With our September numbers, we're looking at service and transparency. You can see how much federal dollars were brought in for the month of just September alone. But I also wanted to capture the quarterly number. Almost $500,000 in 3 months of federal dollars coming in based off of our staff working with veterans and getting them the benefits and entitlements that they need. And then you look at, well, how do we come up with those numbers? Well, you can see from the percentage based off of the average rate that the veteran gets. If he gets 10% service rating, he gets $175 tax-free. If he gets a 50% disability rating, he gets $1,300, he or she, the veteran. And if they get 100%, it's about $4,200 tax-free every month for the rest of that veteran's life. Here's kind of like another upscale from 10% all the way up to 100 in the different increments that a veteran or a surviving spouse could receive disability. And then in our quarterly LOEs, which is our line of engagements, you can see we're all green. In this one here with the outreach, I got accountability and service. And you can see some of the things that we do. For instance, our food pantry was 38 for the month of September. It's probably our highest in the last 5 months. We're monitoring that to see if that is a need. I know we've helped a couple of veterans who were laid off from John Deere's. In particular, we helped a veteran with his mortgage because he was about to go in, where they were going to go into default. So we're monitoring that in the standpoint for our veterans. And then with our LOEs for benefits, we say service, accountability, and transparency. And you can see some of the great things that we're doing there. We're averaging about 33 pension compensation and appeals claims. And that's really where the rubber meets the road. But also our general relief with the shelter, utilities, and funeral, and then our veterans home applications. Haven't seen a whole lot of those, which is a good thing. Veterans are staying home. Then our last one for administrative and budgeting. And then our core values here are financial responsibilities and service. And you can see some of the captions with the cause and effects there. We're continuing to send out our widow letters to every surviving spouse to remind them to come into our office. Sometimes they don't get that word. And so this letter reminds them to come see if they're entitled to anything. And that's good. Then getting into donation and grants, we're looking at accountability, transparency, and financial responsibilities. We took in $270 in just donations. You can see our expenditures, and you can see our fund balance for each line item there. We're doing our best. I could remind Michelle, we're trying to do our best to spend this stuff down. Our hardest part is by the time we spend it down, someone else is making a financial contribution to us. So, it's not a bad spot to be in, but we're grateful for that. Then our service to veterans, we look at service, transparency, and financial responsibilities. This was up to this month. So it's only showing right now that we have only expended from the county funds about $300 in utilities. That's going to change next month. There's some things that we've done since. But we're doing a pretty good job with taxpayers' money. And that's where that transparency comes in. That's where that financial responsibility comes in. And we're hoping that we can hold to those core values. And then helping veterans for the month of September itself. You can see we expended about $2,800 in donated funds, and then, $2,800 in county funds. That will show next month, and then also in donated funds, we spent about $140. Again, it goes back to transparency, accountability, and service. And then you can see the 4 applications for the Iowa Trust Fund, where it was dental for the veterans. Expenditure is about $5,900. Then lastly, a couple of slides left is our September production. We're looking at service and accountability. A couple things in green, we can talk about the reliefs. That number has been up. Our healthcare, surprisingly, you can see that jumped almost. We had 7 and 8 for July and August, and then 19 for September. That's a good sign. And then our food pantry are 3 big numbers that stood out there. Our running tab, again, up through August. We're still on the upward trend. I just took part of a funeral yesterday and got word that, hey, we lost another veteran. Both were 100% service-connected veterans who are going to come off the roll. And that's our kind of our ebbs and flows when it comes to service connection and veterans receiving benefits. And then what we look like for accountability, transparency, and service for additional stats for veterans who are from other counties, veterans who are from other cities within Black Hawk counties, and their service components. You can see there. And then I have another slide kind of going into the quarterly numbers. So we had 241 Army veterans come in for a total of 430 of the service components. had 32 veterans from other cities within Blackhawk County. And then the last thing is to highlight is the 36 from other counties for the 3 months. And in that one, we chose innovation and efficiency. And we look at that as how do we be more efficient with getting more veterans from the other cities. But it must be innovation because we're getting a lot from outside of Blackhawk County coming in seeking services. Then the last thing is collaboration, which is our September staff and commissioners' participations out in the community, showing face. Our staff is doing a wonderful job, and to include our commissioners. We're all on the same sheet of music, and then that is the unclaimed services that just happened over the last weekend. Other than that, that's the last slide, standing by to address any questions or concerns. And this is the lovely team who is abiding by every core value that's on that wall. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, Board. Kathy Nicholas. I just wanted to give you a brief update on our Ordway Road Bridge project. This was a project that done by our bridge crew. Ordway Road, if you're not familiar with it, is just north of Dubuque Road and just east of the city of Raymond, the corporate limits. This was a case where the old deck, it was an old timber deck that was placed in the 1950s, I believe. It was damaged by us as we were doing some clean out last year underneath the bridge, trying to open up the channel. We did want to replace it with, we immediately closed the bridge and we did want to replace the timber deck. We thought we'd be innovative and try another timber deck. This is our only timber deck in the county. We wanted to replace it with a very similar timber deck. We found a company who makes these glue lam beams, and we, as you may recall, we did contract with them to produce these for us. It's a three-span bridge. Each span is about 26 feet long and approximately 13 feet wide. So it's made out of 2x12s, glue lamped together, and then post-tensioned after they've been glued. And then they are delivered to us in these slabs that you see here. And prior to setting the slabs, the bridge crew put new pier caps on replaced the pier caps, and we also, around the steel H pile, we did place these metal culverts and then fill them with concrete, and that will protect the steel at the water level, which is usually where you get corrosion, where it's exposed to the air and the water. So we were able to replace these. This is now finished. The bridge crew yesterday was cleaning out some of the channel, and we are now waiting for our seal coaters. We've hired Prairie Road Builders to come and place a seal coat on top of this bridge deck. We are hoping that that will be done by the end of next week. So the bridge is just sitting there waiting for the seal coat to be placed. And other than that, it should be open. We are hopeful that it's open by a week from Friday. And then in other work, our secondary roads crews will get started on ditch cleanouts. That's an activity we do every fall. We're working with the city of Cedar Falls on a joint jurisdiction road on South Union Road from Viking Road south, about a half a mile or almost a mile. We are cleaning out the ditches on each side of that road, and we will be seal coating it next year, and then they will take over the seal coating permanently. Can I answer any questions at this time?
Kathy, I was just gonna ask you, I think you already talked about this before, and I can't remember. The lifespan of the seal coat, how long ballpark will that last?
So on our do you mean on this bridge deck?
For the Ordway Bridge, yeah.
That's a good question. We don't seal coat many of our bridge decks. We are hoping to get maybe 10 years out of the seal coat. I can't really give you a good answer because we don't typically do that. We are doing it in this case because it is the wooden deck. Other counties do seal coats, but we will definitely keep an eye on it and make that part of our routine. We do seal coating every year. We can always come back and put another application in there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kathy, anybody else in the room or online? We'll move to, excuse me, minutes approval for the September 30th, 2025 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 8, consent agenda. The items listed below will be acted upon by a single resolution without separate discussion unless someone from the board or the public requests that a specific item be considered separate.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Kurttenbach,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Paul.
Yes. Item 9, resolution to approve the abatement of property taxes for the September 2025, March 2026 installment for parcel 8914-24-427-003 at 815 Orchard Drive, Cedar Falls, nonprofit organization, Generations Church, Inc. for $13,836.
So moved. Second.
Discussion or thoughts?
I'll just say thank you. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for us. I'll be official.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us reach our community better. Not having to pay that has allowed us to have freedom to follow our mission. And this summer we launched a new community meal for homeless, no questions asked. Had a lady that said, you know, I just want to help. This is my giftedness. I love cooking. I said, okay, let's jump at it. If you want to do it, I'll support you. We'll support you. And in the first month in June, there was like 6 people. I'm like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done this. But it was 6 people. July, we had 20. August, we had 130 show up. And last night, I was at a coffee shop until 9 p.m. We're planning our first Thanksgiving in the Cedar Valley and going to have people sponsor tables. It's the Wednesday before, it's the 19th of November, where people can sponsor a table and they can come and sit down. It's gonna be elegant tableware, and just anyone from off the street can come enjoy a family sit-down Thanksgiving meal. And it's just about community and serving and meeting needs and seeing how we can better people's lives. So that's just one small way that you guys have been able to help us. So just want to thank you. Appreciate you guys, all that you do for our community. Yeah.
Wednesday the 19th.
Yeah, November 19th. It'll be on Facebook, events, and
You know what time?
it's from 5 to 7:30. Yeah. Any other questions? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, we've got a resolution and a second. Roll call, please.
Leyland,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Kurttenbach,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Paul.
Yes. Item 10, discussion consolidated communications summer funding. Just look at the standing agenda item. Explain what
Nothing new that I'm
Nothing
aware of.
nothing new other than, I was gonna say, I think I mentioned last week that Danny had done some, Mayor Lodick had done some clarification of his questions, and just in the response back then, he was going to get with Mayor Hart and then said he would include the questions to Ehlers, to everyone.
And
Go
they're
from there.
submitting the question.
Well, he was gonna discuss that with
Okay.
Mayor Hart, so that was just at least the follow-up step, that's all we had. Thank you.
All right. Any reports or information from the board?
Yeah, we have our Middle Cedar River Watershed Management Authority meeting this afternoon, but following that, this is the 20th anniversary of the conservation efforts for Dry Run Creek. And so there's a celebration at 4:30, and it's the Clay Street Park in Cedar Falls. And Josh Bulk, who's also on our conservation board, has been leading that. He's actually moving to Des Moines, so we'll be having to unfortunately replace him soon. But he's been working on this for 20 years, so this is pretty, or almost 20 years. So that's 4:30 today.
he was that was before the actually business meeting or something.
This
He's
will be
leaving
after the business.
After,
Yep.
okay.
Cedar Valley Coalition is in the process of setting an agenda for trying to reach out to our federal legislators on the needs we have in the area. With this, they are looking at doing a trip to DC in March, early March. My question is, do I need to put this on the agenda for something for us to look at, someone on the board? Not necessarily what we can get, but working with Caitlin and the health department, my concern is trying to make sure we're securing the dollars we need for our health department, and those federal dollars continuing to come in. So, that's what my concern is with it. I don't know what the next steps are, what we need to be doing in this.
I think when we get a little closer, we have a sense like with the travel, that we can put it on for whoever wants to go.
Or Caitlin or someone
Yeah.
from the health department that will
Yep.
speak to the issues too. Yeah, just have a discussion.
Yeah, just need direction how to move forward with it. So we probably could also have a discussion, a work session even on setting, because typically an entity has one priority, so making sure, just having a discussion amongst us, that is the point that we want to drive home from the county's perspective. Probably do that sooner rather than later, so we can start to plan, if there is going to be staff travel or supervisory. Roads are already covered, that's already one of the main things. But health department, that's one thing that they brought to me, is it seems like we've been missing a voice from the county in the past. And the first thing came to me is, what do we need to do to secure these federal dollars for the health department?
So the roads are covered by,
That's already one of their top issues that they talk about.
okay, just roads within the county or? Might want some more information on that as far as what they cover or what they look at, I guess, as far as, not that that's our topic, but just so we know if it's.
Yeah, it might even be a thing that we ask Steve Berman
Yeah.
to come and do a work session and just talk us through
More details.
sort of where priorities were last year, how that worked out. I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Yeah, November 19th is our meeting on working on a presentation. So I can see about Steve coming after that.
Sure. In case we do have, like, I don't know, I'm just thinking conservation, any of those areas, that would be something that you watershed, like Chris says, speaks to those kinds of things, you know.
Well, especially with some FEMA changes.
Mhm.
That's fine. All right. Unless there's anything else, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So we.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
So what do you?